Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Love Clinic, the space where love heals, wisdom flows, and women rise. I am Maggie, popularly called Coach Ifedee, a certified relationship and emotional wellness coach. And today we're going deep because this episode is for women who keep asking, why do I keep ending up in the same kind of relationship? Well, sis, let's talk about it. So today I will be talking about how childhood wounds show up in adult relationship. Let me come again. How childhood wounds show up in adult relationships. So take a deep breath, settle in. Let's begin. I will be starting with the silent programming of childhood. Here's the truth most people avoid. Your childhood shaped your love life more than you can ever think. Yes, you heard me right. We are born into homes where we learn how to give and receive love, ask for help, express emotion, and determine what's normal. So, if you grew up in a house where love was inconsistent, affection was rare, and anger was explosive, or silence meant punishment, you're likely to carry those unspoken lessons into adulthood. And unless healed, they become your relationship blueprint. Yes, that's the gospel truth. Now, I'm going to move to another segment right now, which says five childhood wounds that show up in love. Yes, we have a couple of childhood wounds that usually show up in love, and let's break it down. A few common wounds and how they show up. Yes. So the first one that I'm going to be talking about is the abandonment wound. As a child, you felt left out, overlooked, or emotionally neglected. As an adult, what happens? You fear being left alone, so you cling. Even when the relationship isn't safe, you would rather stay than leave and be alone. Next, the rejection wound. Maybe you were constantly criticized or compared as a child, and now as an adult, you become overly sensitive to disapproval. You read silence as punishment. You overthink texts, tones, and timing. The next on my list is the invalidation wound. The invalidation wound. Maybe you were told to stop crying or toughen up. And now, as an adult, you suppress emotions or feel ashamed for needing support. You attract partners who always also invalidate your feelings. Number four, the control wound. You grew up in chaos, so you try to control everything. In relationships, you micromanage or feel anxious when things are unpredictable because you've mistaken control for safety. Number five, the trust wound. You saw lies, betrayal, or broken promise growing up. And now, as an adult, you struggle to trust anyone, even people who haven't hurt you, or you trust too quickly. Hoping this time will be different. Before I proceed, let me quickly ask, I hope you're having an amazing time on today's program because, as for me, I am. Now, it's time to talk about how to break this pattern. If you recognize yourself in any of this, please don't feel ashamed. This is not about blame, it's about awareness. Because what you're not aware of will continue to control you. And here's the good news. You can rewire what your childhood miswired. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're not doomed to repeat what you came from. Healing begins the moment you say, I deserve to be loved in a healthy way. We will be rounding off on today's show with our healing practice for the week. Here is your healing exercise for the week. Number 1, write a letter to your inner child. Use these words to begin. Dear little me, I now understand why you were so afraid to trust. Dear listeners, feel free to substitute this with whatever applies to your own case. Number 2, affirm this loudly, daily. I am saved now. I am worthy of healthy love. I release the past to create the space for the love that I deserve. Do this every day for the next 7 days. You may cry. You may resist. That's okay. Healing isn't always pretty, but it's always powerful. As we close today, always remember, you're not too damaged to be loved. You're not too late to heal. And no matter how your past looked like, you get to choose how your future feels. Thank you so much for spending time with me today at the Love Clinic. If this episode spoke to your heart, please share it with a sister or a friend who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next Heart to Heart. Until next time, remember, you're loved, you're healing, and you're coming home to yourself. One truth at a time. This has been the Love Clinic with Marggie, popularly called Coach Ifedee, where healing begins and love is redefined.